Hello, welcome to the English classes. I am teacher Carlos and today we are going to see subjunctive past, also known as the subjunctive mood. Before we start, I'm going to set up 3 simple steps to complete this lesson. Before we start, I want to make a brief comparison between two moods. Remember that the subjunctive mood is also called the subjunctive past or the subjunctive mood, and we have the indicative mood. Well, the indicative mood is used, for example, for real situation, real things, real life, facts. If I say, I am Carlos, yesterday I washed my hands, or I am handsome teacher, those are all truth, are all things that belong to the real situation in life. So, are we going to use the subjunctive past for a real situation? No. It is used for imaginary situation, dreams, wishes, hypothetical situations. For example, something that hasn't happened yet, or for those things that are not true or are impossible, cannot be true. Let's take a look to the following example to have a better idea of this mood. You are truthful. I ask you that you be truthful. She is here. It's essential that she be here. She has a chance. I demand that she have a chance. I was free. If I were free, I could go. He was happy. He were happy. She makes sushi. I propose that she make sushi. It is used in that clauses to give opinions, suggestions, probabilities, possibilities, commands, like in the following example. People of Panem, I am the President Charles, and I suggest that everyone stay at home during this quarantine. Thank you. Now I'm going to explain to you how to use it for a hypothetical situation. Imagine that you have to express something to your friend and you want to say to him or to her, if I were you. Well, in this case we have to replace was by the will. In all the cases, for she, he, it, and I. If I were you gives you the idea that this is an hypothetical situation and you want to express something that you would do in that case. This is formal language, it's not so common, remember, but it is used for this kind of situation. If I were you, like in the following example. If I were Stephanie, I would never cheat on him. Well, we have broken some rules. Remember the rule of the third person singular? Well, in this case, or for the that clauses, we don't have to use it. We don't have to follow this rule. For example, if you say, I suggest that Steve take the chance. We don't have to add the s at the end of the verb. So in this case we are breaking that rule of the third person singular. Where is Steven? He has to complete his home. He's coming. Well, if he wants to keep this job, I suggest that he arrive right now. In that clauses we have the case of verb to be. We have to use just the be and not all the verbs. For example, if I say, I propose that everyone stay at home at 8 o'clock, well, in this case we use the be. So remember that there are clear quotations that will help us to remember this rule. For example, may the force be with you is the most famous, maybe the most famous quotation in history about this rule. I suggest that children be asleep before 10 o'clock.
And now, to give some support to what we have learned, Let's play a game. This is the subjunctive mood game. In this game we have to complete a half of a sentence, so try to bear in mind what we have seen, and this would be pretty super easy. Okay, so let's play this game. Okay, the first sentence. I wouldn't do that. Okay, I wouldn't do that. This is an hypothetical situation. I wouldn't do that. What? I'm going to read the 3 examples. A. If you are okay. B. If I were you. C. Because it's dangerous. What is the most suitable option for this sentence? Option B. Let's try it. Okay, it's right. Okay, sentence number 2. I wish. Desires. Do you remember something about desires? I wish it was here. I wish it were real. I wish it is okay. This is a desire, and in formal language, remember that this is something that maybe is not possible. Do you remember something? Okay, so we have to click on option B. That's right, option B, it were real. I suggest that you announce at that clause. I suggest. This is a suggestion, so we have to use that clause. I suggest what? Option A, be asleep before 10 o'clock. Option B, option A. Option B, are in bed now. Option C, slept on the couch. Okay, what do you think? Option C? Okay. Now, option A, be asleep. Remember that in this case we can use the verb be in replacing all the verbs that belong to the verb to be. In this case was just the be. Don't worry. The president said, it is essential. Well, when we have this kind of sentences that introduce that clause, for sure we have to use that clause and try to focus on the verb. In this case, pay attention. It is essential that everyone obeys. Option A. It is essential that everyone remains locked. Option B. Option C. It is essential that everyone stay at home. What do you think? Option C? Okay, let's try it. That's right, because remember, in this case we have the verb without the S at the end, because we don't have to follow the rule in that clauses with a suggestion in the subjunctive mood. Well, we scored 3 of 4. Very good. Don't worry, because this is the first time we play this game, and it is important to have some mistakes. So in other way we can't improve. In this way, if we have some mistakes, we can correct it. So excellent. Bye. See you later, alligator.
We have finished this lesson. I hope you have enjoyed. So to conclude this lesson, I'm leaving you a video with a summary of all this topic in 1 minute. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye. See you.